Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we got a spicy one with some new Spider-Man card synergies. We're built around Caballero, which is Superior Spider-Man in the card version, but we'll be playing on Arena, so I'm going to refer to it as Caballero Mind Bitten. Caballero is one of these cards that was kind of overlooked by most people during spoiler season because it reads like a regular Reanimate card, and we have tons of those already in Standard. But the difference here is that it includes the cast triggers of the cards that we're reanimating. So if a card says do this only if you cast it, it includes that. So we're pairing that card with this Ixalan card that has been around for quite a while but never really seen standard play, Bringer of the Last Gift. Bringer of the Last Gift does have a cast trigger, and it says if you cast it, then we destroy all creatures and we bring all creatures back from graveyards into play. And because we're doing a lot of reanimating and putting things into our graveyard, we're going to have tons of things in the graveyard to bring into play, hopefully more than our opponent does. So those two cards really play well together. The rest of the deck is kind of set up to help us achieve what we want to do and just do reanimation things in general. We have lots of things that put cards into our graveyard. We have the two Overlords that help us do that. We also have Cura, who helps us discard, as well as Emmett Selk, and some other reanimation targets like Arden and Valgavoth. And if we can get one or two of these into play, then we pretty much win the game. In addition to Caballero, we have Zombify, which returns target creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. So if we can't hit our Caballero, we can always reanimate using that, and some removal and Collector's Vault to just get the ball rolling. And of course, on tipsymagic.com, you can always go to this button right here and click and export to Arena and paste it in. It'll automatically convert the Spider-Man cards into Omen Path cards, so it'll import really easily right into Arena and you can begin playing. Well, this hand, we do have the Caballero. We have a lot of reanimation, but not a lot of land, and no blue source. I think we got to mulligan that. Okay, this is better. We'll keep this, and we'll sack a swamp, and start off with this tapped, and go. Okay, let's bring in a swamp, and get this Overlord down. Mill some cards. Ooh. This is great. We'll take the Emmett Selk. Well, now that the Bringer of the Last Gift is in the graveyard, all we need is our Caballero, and we're golden. Let's go ahead and Verge. And let's bring in the Emmett Selk. And we'll discard the Overlord. Opponent, what are you doing over here? You have a planet and... okay. So this is probably a Simulacrum Synthesizer deck, is my guess. Do we want to Zombify? Yeah, I think let's Zombify this Overlord. That'll let us get more cards in hand and more in the graveyard. We don't need two of these. Let's get that down. Don't worry, opponent. We're just an Overlord deck. There's the Synthesizer. Alright, well those can get out of control real fast, and we don't really have a way to deal with them. So we just gotta win as fast as possible here. Let's go ahead and pay 2 life to bring in this Watery Grave untapped. Let's play another Overlord, this time fully. Oof. There we go. Oh, okay. This is good. This is good. Let's get some more. Let's get some more of these in the graveyard. We don't need this land. Oh, we don't need this. Okay. So, next turn, we should be able to Caballero. Get the Bringer of Death. which will bring in all of our other creatures into play. That will hopefully be enough to beat the clock on this Simulacrum Synthesizer. That's great, opponent. Nice 5/5 construct. Alright. Here we go. Caballero. Bring in the Bringer of the Last Gift. Destroy all the creatures. Bring in all the creatures. We'll discard this Watery Grave. Ooh, another Caballero. Get rid of the starting town. Play the swamp. Let's just keep up mana to destroy anything that they may have. Not bad. I think this is turn 5? That's a pretty good board. United Battlefront, sure. Normally a devastating card, but with this board, I don't think it's going to do much. Opponent sticking it out. You got to give him credit. Sure. Takes one of our Caballeros. Brings in some creatures. Thinks that this is probably enough. Stations. I'm surprised he tapped that. Although most of our crew here is flying. Let's go ahead and shoot the sheriff, his flyer. And that's game. That's the power of Caballero. Woo, that card is almost busted. Let's do some Superior Spider-Man Caballero shenanigans here. We got some removal. We got Caballero and a Zombify. I think we're good. We'll keep. Let's start off with a Surveil land. Maybe get some things into the graveyard. Perfect target. We'll take that every single time. Opponent also playing black. We get another Bringer of Death. Not ideal. One is plenty. Let's go starting town and then shoot the sheriff. Anything Exliska brings out. Demon Wall. Yep, we'll take care of that. Let's Watery Grave. We'll pay the 2 life. Get Emmett Selk into play. And draw some cards. And, well, we already have a Bringer in the graveyard. Let's put an Arden in. Hey, next turn if we get a land, we can Caballero. Oh! Ooh! Not good. That's alright, that's alright. Let's go ahead and bring in the Watery Grave tapped. Now we need to get stuff into our graveyard again. Starting from scratch. Opponent, Bloodletter. Sure. Does he have anything in his graveyard that we could use? No. Alright, we will pass. Well, that Betrayal really did its job. Opponent activates the land and hits us for a lot. We will play a land. Alright, well, we got to get something into play. So, we'll take this wall and make it a 4/4. That way we can block the land at least. Otherwise, we're dead. And never mind, we are dead. GG's. That's what happens when your graveyard goes away and you're a graveyard deck. We will keep this. This is good. Opponent, Lane Iron of Hope. Okay. Life gain deck. That's fine. Leonid Vanguard. Alright, well, we gotta be fast in this one. Let's go ahead and Undercity Sewers. We'll actually take that because we do need 4 lands to cast the Caballero. Alright, we're fine with that. If that's all you got, we'll take it. Swamp, and let's impend this Overlord. That was a lot of lands and some removal. Not the best Overlords. Opponent, Banishing Light the Overlord. That's fine. He's already done his job. Well, actually, he didn't do his job. He tried. Ooh, Caballero number 2. We will play this Restless Reef, and then let's go ahead and impend another Overlord, hopefully with better results. Jeez. Well, we're going to take this Cura. That'll give us a little bit of drawing and discarding. Adventures In gains 2 life. Exemplar. Well, we definitely have to get rid of that. We will... Let's play this Watery Grave tapped. And we'll just go ahead and kill this Exemplar and pass the turn. If we let that live, it's going to get out of control. Okay. Bunny. Sacks the land to go get... What does this do? Sacrifice, look at the top 6. Oh wow, he found nothing. He whiffed, eh? Alright, well, we still don't have a Caballero target. So we will play the Cura. Draw a couple cards. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, we'll discard Arden and I guess the Overlord? Sure. Well, our Cura's online. That's good. Next round we can Caballero into the Arden and then reanimate the Overlord. Opponent Essence Channeler, sure. Scary card. Do we block here? I think we do. We don't want to go down too far. That's fine. Zombify also. Well, we will... Do we want to Zombify or Caballero? Either way, he comes in as a 4/4. I guess let's just Zombify. Let's Zombify the Arden. And then... Too bad this doesn't have lifelink. We could have used that. Well, let's get the... Actually, let's get the Cura. Does this fly? It's a demon that doesn't fly. Alright, we'll take the Overlord then, since it flies. And we'll discard an Overlord. And attack since we have lifelink. Jeez Louise. Alright, well we do need lands, but we need more things in the graveyard as well. So let's take this Undercity Sewers. The Bitter Triumph. Yes, we'll take that to get rid of these creatures. Opponents, go ahead. A Johnny's Pridemate. Sure. Alright, so next round we got to get rid of the Johnny's and the Essence Channeler. Our Overlord will come online at the end of my next turn. That's good. We need something spicy in the graveyard. We got nothing. We got a Cura. Opponent attacks for 6. We'll take that. Opponent has 2 cards and 3 lands. If we can play this right, we should be able to win here. Let's bring in a swamp. Let's Bitter Triumph. We'll discard a card. Let's get rid of the Essence Channeler first, and then see where he puts the counters. Hopefully he'll put it on the Pridemate. Perfect. Then we can destroy the Pridemate. Alright, now I feel good about our position. Let's put in the Collector's Vault. Arden. None of these have lifelink. We'll take the Cura, because when she attacks, she'll give us an... Ooh. Alright, yeah, we will discard these 2. When Cura attacks, she'll give us an 8/8. So attack, attack. Actually, let's attack with everyone. We're the aggro deck now. Yes, I want to create a token. Alright. Well, we didn't get to Caballero, but still good, still good. So that's the deck. Very fun to play and super explosive, especially if you can get that combo down with Caballero and Bringer of the Gifts. It just goes nuts. I hope you enjoyed it, and remember that you can go to tipsymagic.com and export the deck and copy it into Arena and start playing it right away. It's a fun one. I think you'll enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.